Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be discussing the best meta formations you can use on EAFC at this point in the game. Disclaimer, there are a lot of good ones, and a lot of it really at this point I think does depend a fair bit on your team and the player roles you've got in them. Player roles and the plus and plus pluses really do make a big difference in my honest opinion. I think that at this point in the game, a lot of people are going to have a lot of good untradables. It's a lot easier to get good untradables because we get so many more good untradable packs than it is tradable cards. Like my untradables, I've got Ledley King, Taram, Nico Williams, Dharma, Rodri, Lorente, Rutter. Rutter, by the way, pretty damn good card. Definitely recommend him. So you end up getting stuck with these and you almost have to fit them into formations. I prefer left and right mids in general, the way they defend as well. But if I had two wingers with plus plus instead of left mid right mid, I'd probably fit a formation around them. So these are things to consider before I actually talk about some of the best formations in the game. So let's go actually look at some of the formations. To be fair, we'll just literally do it like this, to be honest. We'll go through, we'll go all the way. So number 30 is what I've been using. We'll go to number 1. It's 29 formations in the game right now. The free backs, honestly, they're not bad, but I think they're not good at the start of the game. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC24? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out iggm.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out iggm.com today. Compared to some of the other formations, because to use them you need really well-rounded players. You need left and right mids who are very good defensively, very good going forward, and there's not really many players at this point who can do that. A card that would be good there, for example, is DeMarco, but we don't have many plus plus player roles right now. When we start to get more of the plus plus player roles, I think these type of formations will work better. I went 3-5-2 first weekend on the road to glory. I think I went 11-3. My team wasn't very good either, to be honest. And this is someone who's hit 15-0 last week. So, as a general opinion, just a side comment, which I make in a lot of my videos. If you watch my videos, you won't just get about that video, talk about lots of stuff. I think that the game's very pay to win, and the team really does make a big difference. And I think these free backs, maybe as the year goes on, could become very good. But we just lack the players and options, really, at this point to utilise them. I think the best free back at this point, honestly, is the 3-5-2. You get the holy triangle of the cam and 2 strikers. You get width with the wingers, and you get defensive support with the CDMs. 4-1-2-1-2. I've used both variations. I prefer this one. It feels just a little bit more compact. Plays the strength of the 4-1-2-1-2. Again, I think this formation is a little bit more reliant on the players than some of the other ones. However, I think there are options at this point. It's just very expensive. I used this formation last week in Road to Glory and went 13-2. My team was very average, so to hit 13 wins in this formation, I think shows it's pretty damn good. And of course, each formation, you can change how they play a lot with your tactics and the player roles that you put in there. But again, it's very hard to really try certain formations out and get the most out of them. We're very limited on player roles. If you need a formation that needs a half winger and a box to box plus plus to make it a lot better, there's not going to be many options right now for that. And the thing is, there's a lot of ways you can tweak it. So really, I think formations, tactics this year are a lot more fluid than they were on previous year's games. And when I put videos out, you really do need to consider the player roles of your team. This wasn't a thing before, but with how untradeable teams go now, you do need to tweak formation tactics to suit your players. 4-1-3-2. I think this one's just a little bit too defensive, to be honest. It's basically the 4-4-2, but with a CDM instead of a centre mid. I think you need one of the CDM to be a centre mid. I think it could be a very good formation to see out again, but it's a bit too defensive. 4-1-4-1. I really like this. It's a little bit. Is that basically just the exact same? I'll be stupid. No, that one's one of the strikers centre mid. It's even more defensive, really, than that, but you have more build-up, and I think it just works better in game. I've used this, I really liked it. I think this is a good formation if you're struggling on the game. This formation I've seen get quite a lot of love recently, the 4-2-1-3. Lots of really good attacking options. It's kind of a hybrid of previous 4-2-3-1s, where you had either a free cams or a cam and left mid and a right mid. It's just a bit more attacking version of that. I see a lot of people hyping it up over Twitter the last week. I've not really tested it out, but I could definitely see how this could be a very good formation in certain ways. It's got the CDM stability. It's got a lot of attacking options. I think it looks pretty good. 4-2-2. I think at this point in the game, it's not the easiest to get really good cams that have pace as well out wide. So I think, again, the formation that is always solid, but right now might struggle with the options there. 4-2-3-1. Again, great formation, still really good, but the options for cam are a bit limited. You need pacey players in this type of formation. There's not many great cams right now. 4-2-3-1, second variation. That is what I think I'm using right now. It's a little bit defensive, but it's pretty damn good in game. Very solid formation, very hard to break down. 4-2-4, 2 attacking, but a very good comeback formation. 4-3-1-2. Almost identical to the narrow diamond, slightly more attacking. I'd rather on this game use the narrow diamond where you can get a CDM with an actual player role in there. 4-3-2-1, 2 cams, striker, 3 centre mids. It is the equivalent of what we had for the 4-3-2-1 last year, just not quite as attacking. You can make it almost similar to what it was last year. You can have a shadow striker as one of them. The other cam could be a half winger, and then it plays pretty. And the other centre mid on the opposite side would be a half winger. It'll play pretty similar. Again, just a lack of options there. And then all the 4-3-3s, honestly, for the most part, play whatever suits your team in terms of the player roles. They can all play fairly similar with the new player roles. Just use the one that gets the most out of your team. And I do think the 4-3-3 is pretty good. That is probably the most popular one I've seen. I think it is pretty damn good. All the 4-4-1-1s, 4-4-2s, they're very good. I think 4-4-2 is my favourite formation of the game this year so far. What's that structure? There's a lot of good qualities in this formation. It's very good in game. It's just very well balanced. I think it's one of the easy ones to get good player roles for. Can use one of CDMs as well. We have the 4-5-1. This one, of course, is very, very good. I like this formation. I think it's very solid. It's very annoying to play against. People use this one as well. I think this one is probably even better because it's just more defensively solid. And then we've got all the 5 backs. Again, it's whichever one suits your team more. Very annoying playing against the 5 backs. I think the suit this game with how defensive it is. And I think there's a lot of good defenders on this game that are it's a lot easier to get reasonably priced good centre backs on this game. Like the best gold centre back is probably, in my opinion, Saliba. You get him, Rudiger, and Van Dijk for about 700k. You can't get one of the top gold attackers for that. So you get the 3 best centre backs for that, and then you're honestly really hard to break down. That is one of the reasons I honestly think the 5 backs are so good, because expensive elite attackers are not cheap. The expensive defenders are cheap in comparison. Hopefully this video has helped you out. I appreciate you all tuning in. I appreciate you watching my videos. I hit 10 million views on YouTube the other day. Thank you very much for the support. As always, you guys mean a lot to me. I'm trying to keep putting out lots of content for you. If there's any content you want to see, keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one and let me know. Peace.